Would you do Dylan White against Anthony Joshua if Dylan White wasn't a world champion?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, that could be next. You know, if he comes through here, we could see Joshua against White in the summer.
And Price Povetkin as well. Obviously, heard a lot about that. Yeah. Back on the subject of drug testing, I suppose. Is that close for the Joshua undercut?
Yeah. So Povetkin's team got in touch with us and just said, look, we're going to be Joshua's mandatory at some stage, which is true. We'd be interested in boxing on one of his cards. Maybe we could build the fight up a little bit. And I said, yeah, I'd be up for that, but you've got to fight a Brit. So I spoke to Chisora and Price. Both guys were interested, but Price come back and said yes. I went back to Povetkin's team and said, Price will fight you. And I'm waiting to hear back. I think they sort of look at it and think, what do we get out of winning against Price? And he can punch a bit, can't he? Do you know what I mean? So it's an interesting fight. And a lot of people are talking about it. And two huge heavyweights that could get it on at the Millennium Stadium on March 31st.
You'd have to give David Price a lot of credit, having been stopped by Tony Thompson and Kantepa, both on drugs. Alexander Povetkin been popped multiple times. For Price to then agree to fight him, you'd have to give him a lot of credit.
I just think that, look, if there wasn't a testing process in place, like there wasn't, in those incidents, I believe none of those fighters were random tested. I think so. But you have to be now, I think, quite comfortable that a fighter's not, just because of the processes in place. Povetkin's going to be tested multiple times in camp before, and again with Tony Thompson, you just turn up. You wouldn't have been tested for 10 weeks. You just turn up and you get one test on the night, which is a complete waste of time. So now I believe fighters should have more confidence, and hopefully the IBF and WBO follow suit, and then you'll have 4 bodies randomly testing, which obviously multiplies the chance of catching anyone. So I think for Price it's a no-brainer fight, really. Obviously it's a payday, but beyond that, if he wins, he just blows himself open in the division. And if he loses, he's back where he is. Maybe look at a British title, European title. So, and he does have the opportunity, David Price. He has the equaliser. He's probably the hardest hitting heavyweight in the world, or one of. And if he hits anyone on the chin, he's going to knock him out. But he's a massive underdog against Povetkin. But let's see if Povetkin's team want to take it. If not, I'll try and make Price against Chisora for the AJ card.
What if that doesn't happen? What's the plan for Chisora then?
Chisora will box on March 24th on the Dillian White card. A 10-round, want a title fight. I want someone in the top 15 because he's gutted about his loss in Monaco, and that was a real kick in the nuts because we felt like we might be able to get something going. So he's just said to me, look, just give me a test. I'll prove that I've still got something left. I'll prove that was a bad night in the office. So Chisora will return here, subject to anything random that pops up with Price or something like that.